It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to 2K Sports. I'm here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight, we'll see the Los Angeles Clippers as they play against the Pelicans in New Orleans. And for New Orleans, they've had a tough time over the last few weeks. 3-7 in their last 10 games. We'll see if they can make amends tonight. And this evening, going head-to-head, two of the best rebounding teams in the league. Should be a serious bump and grind. Kenny, what makes these two clubs so great on the boards?
Fundamentals, Ernie. Fundamentals.
Okay.
You know, that's something that you can teach, but then there's something that you can't teach. Speed and size.
And you have to want it more than the next guy. And your instincts, you got to have be like a great rebounder. You got to have great anticipation, a la Dennis Rodman.
Okay.
Yeah. And with the game just about ready to begin, time to send it to Kevin Harlan. He's got the call.
Welcome, basketball fans, to a very special Veterans Day edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. The New Orleans Pelicans preparing to defend home court in this Western Conference battle. And this is the first season matchup for them against this Clippers team. They lost the season series last year, winning 1 and losing 2.
Yeah, and a 4-game season series between these two. Both will be looking to set the tone tonight.
And let's hope for a heated matchup in this first game between them, because a close one tonight ensures we'll have 3 more good games down the road.
We are nearly ready for the tip-off, but first, let's hear from our very own David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Well, guys, DeAndre Jordan shoots with his left hand, but he bowls with his right. He throws with his right, and he finishes with his right around the rim. But he insists he's left-handed. He said, I tried to shoot with my right hand, and it was pretty much the same, maybe worse. I'm going to stick with the left because I've been practicing that for a while. Kevin?
Interesting strategy, DA. Thank you. Jordan shoots a high percentage from the field. You can't fault him for using that logic. Tonight, two teams that like to score out of half-court sets. And, Brent, on that subject, we often talk about the playoffs coming down to great half-court execution. Why do you think that is?
It comes down to preparation, Kevin. You watch so much film. You have several days to prepare for a team that you saw, more than likely 3 or 4 times during the season. And then all of a sudden they're in front of you. As the series goes on, it starts to become less and less about turnovers and missed shots. There's a lot of predictability once you get into the playoffs, and it's about who can make the fewest mistakes. They're normally going to win the series.
That's a great answer. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Gallinari, the 3 with Griffin at the 4. Patrick Beverly out there with Austin Rivers, and it's Jordan in at the 5 spot. Now here's Rondo, following the miss by Griffin. And that's a foul called on Gallinari. That's his first foul.
Yeah, clearly he hadn't established position there.
Rondo with the ball. Miller outside. Back to Rondo. Lets a floater go. That's good, and it's Miller with the assist. Rondo's got his second basket.
And at his best is Rondo when he's attacking in the paint. Beautiful little floater there. Easy to get it up and over the defense.
Now here's Griffin, and Griffin slams it in.
Oh, Kevin, not a petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunnies. Here's Holiday. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Raptors in Toronto. Jordan with the rebound. New Orleans on D. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Raptors.
Yeah, guys, they were forcing it a bit in that one and shot a relatively low percentage because of it.
Well, if I put it on the scale, Greg, the aggressiveness was an 8. The shot selection, a 2. Could have been a lot better.
How on earth did they let him get that wide open?
And here's Rivers. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. And Blake Griffin again.
You have to do better than that. Griffin is a pro at muscling in those difficult shots.
Rondo passes to Diallo. Holiday against Rivers. Holiday goes in. Good on the bucket. Holiday's got his first points in this one.
These guys are like dentists right now. 4 out of 5 recommending a made shot. You're in a great groove.
Beverly dishes to Griffin. It's hauled in by Diallo.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm. This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Griffin a screen on run. And Beverly kicks to Jordan. Here's Rivers. Holiday with the defensive effort. New Orleans leading by 7. The pass to Cousins. Back to Miller. New Orleans moving it around. Cousins with a screen for Holiday. Cousins, no one around him. Great look there, but off target. The Clippers have gone 2 of 6 from the field. And Gallinari kicks to Griffin. Here we go with Holiday running it up the court. All sorts of time. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Holiday's got his second bucket tonight.
And when it rains, it pours. Another jump shot tickles the twine.
Beverly the pass to Jordan. They set the screen. 6 on the shot clock. Rivers kicks to Griffin. Knocks down the 3 ball. Griffin's got 7 points.
And this quarter has been all about him. You feel every shot he's going to take is going in.
Holiday against Rivers. The shot by Holiday, no good. Clippers trail by 6. Inside, here's Jordan. That's tipped, and they're able to recover. Gallinari in the corner. Jordan the screen. And it's Gallinari missing. The Pelicans have gone 6 of 9, shooting it well. And it's Miller penetrating. He feeds it to Holiday. Over Rivers. Again, Holiday missing. LA's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And with Drew Holiday's size, Brent, are you surprised he's not more of a slashing point guard?
Well, it's interesting, Kevin, because the percentage of field goal attempts for Drew Holiday last year from 0 to 3 feet was around 30%. So he actually had the most field goals around the rim that he's ever had in any season.
And so it's New Orleans with it after the basket by Los Angeles. Pass to Diallo. Rivers against Holiday. Over Rivers. Holiday gets the bucket. He's got 6.
Well, the defense was all over Holiday there, but shooting window was open.
The Los Angeles Clippers come into this one following a loss to the Thunder in Oklahoma City. And Beverly kicks to Gallinari. That one goes in. Gallinari's got his second bucket.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Rondo against Beverly. There's the screen. The kick out to Holiday. On the 3 off target.
Man, it just hurts to miss shots like this. Mentally, you question yourself, and it can affect your confidence.
Griffin sets the screen for Beverly. An easy layup after coming off the pick.
Some guys just take pride in how they set screens. It might seem like a small part of the game, but as you saw there, it can have a huge impact in getting a shooter an open look at the basket.
Now here is Holiday. He has 6. Rondo dishes to Holiday. Cousins with a screen on Rivers. Holiday the pass to Cousins. Over Jordan, and there's Cousins. That's good on the assist by Holiday. And the Pelicans lead by 4. And Los Angeles guys shooting well right out of the gates here at around 50%. Left side, Griffin. Gallinari outside. Out to the right wing. Jordan the screen. Everly with the ball. He's picked up by Rondo. And the rejection by Cousins. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Some changes for New Orleans. Hill, he's checked in for Miller. Allen comes in for Drew Holiday. And Ian Clark subbed in for Rajon Rondo. And then for Los Angeles, Reed, he's checked in for Jordan. Williams comes in for Austin Rivers. And Teodosic subbed in for Patrick Beverly. Here's Clark. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. And again, no good by New Orleans. Clippers trail by 4. Kicks it to Griffin. Gallinari outside. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And as good as Gallinari can be on the offensive side, Greg, he's a bit of a one-way player.
Yeah, and Gallinari is best in a situation where you can kind of hide him on defense. You want him out there on the floor due to his genius in terms of the offensive game, but he can't hang with most starting caliber forwards defensively.
That free throw good from Gallinari. Hey, Brent, as we move toward a more positionless league, versatility obviously is such a key. Who do you think are some of the more versatile centers in the game right now?
Well, I'm not going to put them in any particular order, but Anthony Davis playing a little bit more of the 5 is certainly a nightmare matchup. He's expanded his range to be able to shoot threes. Kristaps Porzingis represents basketball's version of a unicorn. Nobody knows what to make of that guy. DeMarcus Cousins, we see Karl Anthony Towns exploring his game in Minnesota and the versatility he has as a passing big that can shoot from range. And Joel Embiid in Philadelphia is raising all kinds of eyebrows, Kevin. I've just never seen somebody with that kind of size and that kind of mobility have such a soft touch from the three-point line. So the new evolutionized 5 position and revolutionized 5 position is in good shape.
That's a great list. Stolen by Allen. 4-on-3 break. Pulls it from 20. No good that time. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
And that's what happens when you become too perimeter oriented. If you're not hot, you don't score.
I think if the coaching staff goes back and looks at the film and you assess the quality of looks, they're not going to be happy about it. At times they just failed to take advantage of the openings for the best shooters.
For Los Angeles, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And it's been an average year, really, at the free throw line for this group, only around 75%.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Decker's checked in. And that one falls for Teodosic. New Orleans has gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Dishes it to Ajinça. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to be on Montrezl Harrell.
Leaping ability is off the charts. Not the biggest power forward, but outstanding at rising up off the ground. Well, last season, the Clippers had KG, Kevin Garnett, come in and work with a couple of their big men, and he's one of the more intelligent minds ever to play down there on that low block. And KG certainly has a unique way of sharing some of his otherworldly experiences as a big man in the NBA. I'm sure he did a lot to help out this front court get closer to their maximum potential.
And that one misses. And, of course, with KG coming in, you know, Brent, a large part of that was his relationship certainly with Doc Rivers. Doc knows KG can help with the nuances of the game.
Well, there's a ton of strength for the Clipper team in their front court behind DeAndre Jordan and Blake Griffin and what they can do to you on a nightly basis down there with their athleticism, their versatility, and their mobility. KG was so competitive and so fiery, but he also thought the game, and maybe he can share some of those things with those guys to elevate their level of play, which is already all-star caliber.
Here's Allen following the basket by Sam Decker. Free throw line jump shot. Another one falls for New Orleans.
And already you're seeing great execution from both teams.
Yeah, lots of points early, and the game plans on both sides, at least offensively, working to perfection.
Now here's Decker. He's coming off a 10-point game against Oklahoma City. Williams' shot is off.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys. And you got to give him credit there. Great effort to contest that shot.
Well, I love the fact that they put the security system on their house, protecting the paint there.
Here's Decker. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Here's Hill. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Hill burrowing inside, and because of his size, he's able to do that, get around the rim and finish.
Pick by Harrell. The dish to Williams. There's the triple. And he's good on the 3-ball. Williams has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Clark. Pick up by Hill. Clark kicks to Cunningham. 1:35 left here in the opening quarter. Allen, that's good.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
Now Williams. Real disappointing game for him in that loss to Oklahoma City. Feeds to Decker. And count it, and a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. That free throw good from Decker. And the Pelicans' 2017 first-round pick went to the Kings as part of the DeMarcus Cousins trade. Brent, how does this team find help along the perimeter?
A lot of this comes down to the Pelicans and scouting not only the NBA and the college ranks, but maybe the international ranks to try to find some guys to come in and be not only 3-and-D players, but also good cohesive players to play alongside what DeMarcus Cousins can do and what Anthony Davis provides.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Clark dishes to Allen. Now the feed to Cunningham. Williams with the steal. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Decker can't hit.
Defense timed that out perfectly. Love the aggressiveness, and then they changed the shot's direction.
So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
The effort from Cunningham to get to the stripe did not go unnoticed, taking a punishing hit from the defense there.
For New Orleans, they have shot just 1 free throw, missing that one earlier.
And they've been ordinary on the season as well, just about 75% from the line.
Two shots.
First free throw is good. And so Cunningham nails both of them. Here's Williams. 17 seconds left in the first. Pass to Decker. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
And forcing the miss there, he just knows how to pressure you defensively.
You hear a lot about rim protection. This is a good example of how valuable it can be.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Pelicans lead by 4. From New Orleans, back in a moment. And Austin Rivers, Father Doc, is the head coach, of course, of the Clippers. And he talked about what it's like to play for his dad.
And I think it's because we've always had that type of relationship where he's always kind of just been a father/coach. So now he's a coach at work and off the floor, he's a father.
Always an entertaining dynamic when you have a father coaching his son. We've seen it in college basketball a few times in the past, most recently at UCLA. But this is a first in the NBA.
It looks like it doesn't make any difference in the case of Doc and Austin Rivers. He's just one of the Clippers, and Doc doesn't treat him any differently.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from New Orleans?
They're just not sitting back. They are going for steals, and their activity has been terrific.
Yeah, so that disruption is helping out because it's leading to some easy chances on the other end.
They've got Cunningham. Allen is out there with Ian Clark. Then it's Alexis Ajinça, and it's Hill in at the small forward position. That's the Pelicans 5 as we get into the second quarter.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
And that one, good.
Well, he's like a carpenter out there. Great floor awareness. Zipping the ball over to his teammates with ease.
Allen against Williams. Pick by Harrell. Off the pick. Shot's good by Williams. Williams has got it all tied up now for the Clippers.
He used that screen to perfection and got a wide open look to knock down the jumper.
Passes it to Cunningham. Oh, took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top, but instead he'll shoot free throws.
You know, I love how he absorbs the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
Brent, coming down the stretch of a tight game, some coaches like to substitute for offense and defense. Others don't. What would be your preference if you were coaching?
I think the idea has to totally do with matchups, Kevin. You're looking out on the floor. If all of a sudden the guy you want with the ball has a mismatch or an advantage, I'm going to stay away from any sort of timeout to give a coach 60 seconds to talk about something that he could probably shut down. I might not be able to be as creative as what's just happened in the flow of the game, and I'll trust my player to make the right play for me at that time.
And he's good on the second. Here's Teodosic. On the wing, Williams. Over Allen. And Allen with the block. He kicks to Clark. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Good on the three-point shot. Cunningham's got 11 points.
And you know, that's why Cunningham is such a valuable player, his ability to stretch the floor with his shooting.
Teodosic, the pass to Decker. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. They get it again. And the pass to Teodosic. A second chance effort. And it's good on the way in. He's got 5.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
For New Orleans, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, the Pelicans do have their challenges, but Anthony Davis remains committed to winning in New Orleans. He said, "I love it here. I don't plan on leaving. Yes, I fit into that old school category where I want to try to win where I start my career. That's always been a goal of mine. My goal is to bring a championship here." Kevin?
And David, loyalty does go a long way. Davis is a perfect guy to build your team around. He wants to win. That one's good. The New Orleans lead is cut back down to 2 points on the basket from Lou Williams. And for those of you just joining us, we're in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. The timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way. Clark's got his first points in this one. Outside Williams. To the wing on the left. Teodosic, the pass to Decker. He dishes it to Reed. Another shot. And the dunk by Reed.
And what a gutty play. I mean, muscles his way to the rebound and then just pounds it home for the putback.
Well said, G.A. The battle on the boards, Clark, could go a long way toward deciding this game.
Well, especially when the game is this close, you recognize with your instincts the opportunity to help your team out. Just never flinched.
Teodosic, the pass to Reed. Williams kicks to Harrell. From outside the arc. Again, the miss by Williams.
He sunk that 3 in the first. It's yet to make another one.
Allen's shot is off.
You can't afford to let guys get comfortable there. The defense somehow avoided that shot from going in.
They get it back, and Harrell slams it in. And first time out of the game called for New Orleans.
And he's probably looking at some matchups on the floor he'd like to take advantage of.
I'm interested in what he's seeing and then what kind of play they run coming out of this timeout.
And from the day that Anthony Davis was drafted, New Orleans had a win-now mindset.
Well, that's what the decree from the upper management was, and maybe a little bit unfair to put that kind of pressure on such a young superstar talent who wanted to find his way in the NBA. The front office focused on making some trades and surrounding him right away without understanding exactly what Anthony Davis was going to be good at. Let's face it, he's still great, and there's still that opportunity for AD.
A platoon swap here for New Orleans. Rondo kicks to Holiday. And the Pelicans miss again. The Clippers have gotten 7 of their 12 field goal attempts to drop here in the second quarter, up over 50%. And they take the lead. 10 points for Blake Griffin.
That's another area that Griffin has worked on, just taking the pass and creating rhythm with the shot. D can't stop it.
Miller outside. Rondo dishes to Cousins. That one's off, still out of sync. Clippers leading by 3, out to the right wing. Left side, Griffin. Outside, Rondo, and Cousins throws it down.
Yeah, Cousins does not mess around in the post. When he's got that kind of positioning, he's going to ram it home.
Beverly, the pass to Griffin. Gallinari on the wing, covered by Miller. Gallinari attacking, and the rejection by Cousins. Here's Rondo. Diallo. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Diallo's got his second bucket of the night.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? He gets that one. And it's 8 points for Gallinari.
The D doing their best on this end, but not enough to stop Gallo there.
Now here's Rondo. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Raptors in Toronto. Rondo with another miss. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Outside Griffin. He feeds it to Gallinari. Griffin kicks to Gallinari. Takes the 13-footer. No good off the back of the rim.
Those are the types of looks that you got to finish deep in the paint and limited defensive effort.
Gallinari with the steal. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
If you're gonna foul Gallo, make sure you really foul Gallo. Big mistake by the defense there.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
That free throw good from Gallinari. You were known for a lot of stuff. Great passing was one of them. Also known as an exceptional shooter. Of all the guys you played with, who is the best at setting you up for a score?
Wow, I think my years playing alongside Gary Payton in Seattle, he drew so much attention, Kevin, with his ability in transition, of course, that patented spin move of his, and then his great ability as a 6'4" guard to post up, especially on that left block, drew a lot of double teams, and that opens up shooters on the weak side. That's where I happen to be.
All the great point guards see the floor so well. They know where everybody is, don't they, Brent?
And the best ones, Kevin, you're right. The best ones are the ones willing to pitch the ball ahead. That's when you really have something special.
Rivers dishes to Jordan. Just 5 on the clock. Beverly, the pass to Griffin. Oh, and he pucks it off the glass. Wow. Outside Rondo. To the paint. And Griffin sends it back.
So Griffin using the vertical on defense. That's a scary thought.
And it's Beverly missing. Pelicans trail by 4. Here's Rondo, the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
LA has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. And Beverly kicks to Gallinari. Beverly with the ball, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Beverly's got the lead up to 4 now for Los Angeles. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Cousins with a screen for Holiday. Pass to Cousins. New Orleans moving it around. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And there's the call on Patrick Beverly. That's his first foul.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Screen by Cousins. They set the pick. Rondo dishes to Cousins. They get it back. Clippers leading by 4. Kicks to Griffin. To the wing on the left. Beverly up top. He's covered by Rondo. And Brent, you were drafted by the Nuggets, but traded to the Clippers to start your career. What was it like being a rookie and living in Los Angeles as you adjusted to the league?
Well, I was super excited, Kevin, of course, to be drafted and have the opportunity to live out my dream of being an NBA player. But a lot of people were joking around with me that I don't think the Clippers are in the NBA. Just remembering how many struggles they had gone through and have gone through throughout the course of the franchise existence, coming up from San Diego, moving to Los Angeles, and never really finding a footing. But I learned a ton during my first year, having played under Coach Bill Fitch, a Hall of Fame member that has been around the league and won championships, and really embracing the opportunity to learn and grow and pour a foundation for what I was hoping would be a long and successful career in the NBA.
And Brent, some pressure on the Pelicans front office and coaching staff to win now.
Well, Alvin Gentry has dealt with a lot of injuries surrounding Anthony Davis in his short tenure with the Pelicans, and it took a little while for the organization to confirm that the upper management and coaching staff would be back for this season. So it feels a bit tenuous. Hopefully they can get themselves together and be one of the teams with that kind of talent that finds their way into the postseason this year.
And Jordan sends it back.
And Jordan, a defensive stalwart, crushing the opposition with his shot blocking.
Six to shoot. And Holiday kicks to Rondo. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Diallo, no good. Clippers leading by 5. Right wing. From 13. Rebound by DeMarcus Cousins. Cousins has got 4 rebounds now tonight. And Holiday kicks to Miller. Buries the long-range jumper. Miller's got 6.
Enjoy that unselfish play from Holiday for that swing pass to the open teammate.
Left side, Griffin. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And you don't see it quite as often anymore, but if you give Blake Griffin some space, Brent, and a path to the hoop, he'll put you on a poster. And whatever other social media you've got, and I know you've got a lot.
Yeah, log in, Kevin, and you'll see some Blake Griffin highlight plays. And it does seem like he needs a little bit more room to get to that burst. But that's a guy who's a veteran. That's a guy who's understanding his game a little bit better and still finding ways to be effective.
That free throw, no good. And Blake Griffin, a free agent this past summer, ended up staying with the Clippers while others departed.
Yeah, you thought he might be gone after CP3 left, but Griffin enjoyed the team, and they offered him a huge contract. You felt as though he flew under the radar a bit in free agency, due maybe to his history of injuries.
Good on the second free throw.
Well, Griffin every night is a double-double threat.
Pelicans trail by 3. And here's Rondo. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. Holiday, the pass to Diallo. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
And guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, G.A. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting him get all the way to the basket that time.
Well, we talk about the D. Let's credit the offense. He attacked right there from the moment he saw the opening, not letting the defense react.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
That one drops. He ties it up. The new year getting ramped up. Always a roller coaster ride, which is fun. Brent, have you ever been on a team that, say, started slowly, then really turned it on late, or the other way around?
Well, I've been on teams that started slowly and finished slower, Kevin, if that helps you out at all. That's no
well, that's
fun.
Not good.
Yeah, no fun whatsoever. A little bit of both throughout 14 years of playing experience in the NBA, Kevin, and it's just interesting. This is why coaches are so often talking about asking for players to be on the roster that give you consistent effort and to try to stay as even-keeled as possible, whether things are going well or your team is performing poorly. You know there's still a standard at which you want each of your guys to perform at and consistently give you that effort.
Oh,
come on.
Well, anyone looking for highlights? Because you just found one. How about the creativity there in the air?
And the replay presented, of course, by Under Armour. Unleash chaos. Great stuff and some great basketball going on. Screen by Cousins. Here's Rondo. Out of bounds. The Clippers take possession.
Yeah, it's just not a good pass. I don't know what he's thinking there. A poor decision.
New Orleans making some changes here. Cunningham, he's checked in for Diallo. Hill comes in for Miller. And Ian Clark subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Sam Decker's checked in for the Clippers. Teodosic comes in for Patrick Beverly. Here's Teodosic. 5 points in the game. Dishes to Griffin. A picture-perfect screenplay, and the jumper's good. Griffin's got the lead up to 5 now for Los Angeles. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Clark kicks to Cunningham. Back to Clark. Screen by Cousins. Clark dishes to Holiday. Over in the corner, Cunningham. On the 3 off target. Now Rivers. Pass to Teodosic. Fires from deep. And no good trying to get that one. Blake Griffin getting it done for Los Angeles. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Alvin Gentry. Coach, what have you liked so far from your team, and what have you not liked?
Well, I like the pace of the game. Defensively, I don't like anything that we're doing as far as dribble penetration. Too many things are happening in the lane. We got to protect the basket a little better.
Thanks for your time, Coach. Back to you.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, y'all. Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Some incredible work in this one by Blake Griffin. He ended up with 15 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 block. And taking a look at the Clippers, Kenny, what did you see out there?
Well, I thought that turning point was when the bench came in. Those guys really hustled, and they gave the team some energy, and then they started to score baskets. That was a bonus.
And over to the big fella, your thoughts on the Pelicans.
Well, they had no consistency on the defensive end. Looked like they were building confidence, and then boom, turn up the volume. A series of bad plays. They're giving up way too many good looks.
And now, folks, just moments away from the start of the third quarter.
A view from the sky above of this lovely city as we make our return to New Orleans, Louisiana. Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. You look at Blake Griffin in this game, he's been everywhere.
And let's see what the defense counters with to try and control him here in the second half.
Well, he has been dominant as we expected coming into this one. Skilled and relentless.
Clippers leading by 5. So for the Clippers right now, Griffin and Jordan the front court. Patrick Beverly out there with Austin Rivers, and it's Gallinari in at the 3 spot. Rivers passes to Jordan, and the dunk by Jordan.
I like that, staying alert. Rivers keeping his head up to find the open man.
Now here's Rondo. Screen by Cousins. Here's Holiday. And that's collected by DeAndre Jordan. Jordan's got 8 rebounds in this game.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
And now it's a double-digit lead. And now it's a 10-point Clipper lead.
You could see some miscommunication on the defensive end of the floor that time. No excuse for letting a player get that good a look on that possession.
Rondo, second chance shot. He lays it in. Rondo's got 6 points.
And although not the biggest guy, you got to love how Rondo uses his body inside. Has a great touch as well around the rim.
And Gallinari kicks to Griffin. Got a piece of it. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Picked off in midair. And pushing it up. Here's New Orleans. Miller with the ball. And it's Griffin with the rebound. Griffin's got his 3rd rebound on the night.
And they've only connected on 1 of 4 to start the half. Their offense is sputtering just a little bit here.
Pelicans trail by 8. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Killing them softly there. Holiday with the floater over the top. And that puts the D in a tough spot.
Here's Beverly, and he got the whistle, so he'll have a 3-point play opportunity.
It's not so much just the made shots, it's the consistency of the made shots that's got his team the lead.
This is his 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
One shot, gentlemen.
That's good from Beverly.
And throughout his career, Beverly has remained a pest, an aggressive defender that no one likes having him guard.
Here's Cousins, and Jordan sends it back. Gallinari against Miller. And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
The Clippers have made their free throws at a pretty good clip. They've hit 8 of 10.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. And this Clippers team has been in the hunt for a deep playoff run for some time. Consistently tried to get a veteran bench to help them with that goal, and they've succeeded there. But it's come at the cost of developing young players.
Yeah, last season the Clippers were the oldest team in the NBA by average age, and they have not had many injections of youth to revitalize or develop the roster along with the success that they've had. And you know, that could be really important for a young player to watch a team do great things. They've relied on a lot of veterans, and there could be some cost or residual cost to not having some younger players.
Here's Rondo off the left rim and out.
And a tough game for the guys around him, mainly because his shot's been hit and miss.
Griffin dishes to Rivers. Los Angeles with another miss.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Well, Clippers and bad luck seem to go hand in hand. Just some tough breaks during the postseason for this franchise over the past couple of seasons. Consistently matching up with tough teams in the playoffs and not ever quite getting over the hump.
That free throw good from Miller. And to add to the Clippers' woes, when they've been poised to be a contender, they've had to face some of the all-time great teams like the Warriors and the San Antonio Spurs.
Yeah, it feels like that's the right spot for the Clippers to be, right, Kevin? I mean, for so many decades that the team, as soon as it found a competitive championship caliber roster, would end up facing foes that they did. Not only that, they had some injuries that set them back as well. So close, but not ever able to get over the hump.
Here's Gallinari. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Gallinari's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Respecting the effort from Gallo there, works his way near the rim, and no one stops him from doing this thing there.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. You look at Gallinari, what a contribution.
So far, he is just destroying their will. It feels like he can get any shot he wants once he crosses half court.
And looking back at last season, here's a look at the 3-point and 2-point shot attempt averages for the Pelicans.
And they concentrated a lot on creating open looks from beyond the arc. Player movement, finding space on the perimeter, that was their #1 priority.
And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Rondo passes to Ajinça. Gallinari against Miller. Allen outside. Just 5 on the clock. Miller sets a screen for Allen. Over Gallinari. And the Pelicans miss again.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Reed kicks to Gallinari. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Diallo's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Miller, that's for 2. It's hauled in by Beverly. Clippers leading by 11. From 17 feet out, drained for 2 points. Beverly's got 8 points here in this quarter.
And that paints a pretty good picture as to why the lead is as big as it is right now.
Rondo kicks to Miller. The dish to Allen. Over Williams. Again, Allen missing.
That's a great effort on defense. He definitely rushed his shot a little bit down low.
Down low, Rondo with the steal. Allen drives in. A reverse. Yep, it goes. And the Clipper lead is cut down to 11 on the bucket from Diallo.
Defensively, you cause the miss, but then you have to corral it.
Well, that's the second part of the equation there. Block out, be aggressive, and control the glass.
And stolen by Miller. And now the Pelicans on the break. And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
It's underrated, but Rondo possesses terrific strength. Even when you get the contact, he has a way of being able to create and finish shots.
Well, a few things have become clear with Rondo in the past few seasons. One, Greg, he needs to be happy with his situation in order to be productive. And two, he can give you big numbers at times, but he isn't the player he once was on that Celtic team.
Yeah, and Rondo, he's such a hard-headed guy and has his own way of approaching things. If you clash with him, everything goes up in flames with his game. He needs to be on the same page with his coach, and he's running out of coaches who will put up with it. And when engaged, Rondo is special. A triple-double threat who does a little bit of everything for his squad.
Hands it from downtown. And that's now 10 points for Lou Williams.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
Miller with a screen on Gallinari. Here's Allen. It's deflected. Shot clock at 6. New Orleans moving the ball around. Miller, no luck.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Williams kicks to Harrell. Good, great play by Williams to set it up. Williams has got 3 assists tonight.
And you can see it. They're in a nice rhythm in terms of shooting. It's been that way the entire second half.
And then there's the other team. Can't say that about them. Big gap in the recent field goal percentage between these two squads.
And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession. And now a quick rundown of the leading free throw shooters at small forward this year. It's a pretty sure thing whenever one of them gets to the line. Gallinari is second.
And there are some smooth strokes among that group, guys. I mean, just effortless perfection when they are at the stripe.
Do appreciate and admire when they get to the free throw line. It's all about their routine, and their percentages reflect that. Not shy about coming from the wing and driving into the lane aggressively, inviting the D to foul them.
New Orleans making some changes here. Cunningham comes in for Diallo, and it's Solomon Hill in for Miller. Here's Clark. Great use of the pick to create room for the jumper.
And that's why it's so important to really be a good screening team. You get a lot of open looks from it.
Teodosic, the pass to Williams. Feeds to Harrell. Here's Teodosic. He has 5.
And a chance here to look at the numbers for Tony Allen. Averaging 5 points per game, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. And it's been a bit of a struggle for him. I mean, he can get down on himself at times. He's just got to keep working, and I think things will turn around.
This is where your character can be tested. His will to fight through this kind of adversity. But I think he's got a good chance.
And the first one at the line is good.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Pelicans trail by 14. There's the pick. Here's Clark. The feed to Cunningham. Looking to end his cold spell and fouled on the shot, so the bucket counts and a chance for one more here.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
The Pelicans have gone 6 of 9 at the line. Free throw, good. Allen.
Yeah, and Allen, just an incredible defender. Has a grit and grind mentality and uses his speed and strong hands to just annoy offensive players.
And the wide open shot from Decker. Drills the three-pointer. Decker's got the lead up to 14 now for the Clippers.
And you can see the play calling this half. Another one from distance.
Yeah, no question. It looks like they've rented out room along the perimeter in this ball game, and they're likely to keep doing this until the defense makes an adjustment.
Clippers leading by 12. Here's Teodosic. 7 points in the game. Pass to Williams. Here's Teodosic, and there's a whistle. That goes on Ian Clark. That's foul number 2 for him.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Williams from outside.
Well, the team is still up despite him struggling, so hopefully he'll find his rhythm.
And there's the call on Montrezl Harrell. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. Pelicans trail by 12. Here's Clark. There's the pick. Pick up by Hill. Clark kicks to Cunningham. Outside Hill. Clock at 6. Launches a 3. Offensive rebound. He kicks it to Clark. Here is Cunningham. 11 points in the game. Tries again. Yep, it goes. And the Clipper lead is cut down to just 10 points on the bucket from Ajinça.
Consistency all game long. He's going to continue, I think, to have to take it over to get them back in the game.
Williams a screen. Over in the corner, Decker. To the inside. And the dunk by Reed.
That's a gorgeous assist. Outstanding at finding his guys in the spots where they want the basketball.
They set the pick. Clark kicks to Cunningham. There's the pass to Allen. It's deflected, and he's able to get it back. He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line.
And when he's gotten himself to the line this season, he's come through right around 74% of the time.
He's off on the first. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for New Orleans. And then for Los Angeles, Jordan, he's checked in for Willie Reed. Griffin comes in for Harrell. And it's Rivers in for Lou Williams. He hits the second from the line.
Alvin Gentry plucked away from the Warriors staff that won a title in 2015, and he was an assistant coach there. He sees the opportunity to take over his own team once again after having coached in Phoenix and headed to New Orleans. Now has a ton of talent on the inside. Can he get some guard help this year to make a push to the playoffs?
Clippers leading by 11. Pass to Teodosic. Banked in off the glass. Teodosic has got 4 points in the quarter.
Commending the unselfish play there. What vision on that pass.
And Gentry has some great talent certainly to work with up front for the Pelicans. But Brent, they haven't made the playoffs. How much patience will this franchise have?
Well, the first couple years, Kevin, you really have to look at the injuries that absolutely devastated this roster. So how do you look at Alvin Gentry and blame him for not having all the parts working because they simply didn't work? So the rumors around the front office and about second guessing. Let's give Alvin Gentry, especially after this massive trade to bring in these two centers, some time to put this thing together.
The Pelicans making a switch here. Holiday's checked in. Screen by Cousins. Hill dishes to Clark. Whistle on the play. Bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
And giving up some height, he just finds a way to carve out a little separation.
This is sort of the joust of the NBA where the aggressive player, more often than not, wins out.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And you know what? The work he's put in at the line starting to pay off. How about 78% on the season?
Shooting one.
Clippers leading by 10. Picked by Griffin. Teodosic, the pass to Griffin. And he gets the shot to fall after coming off the pick. Griffin's got 17 now.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Screen by Cousins. Clark kicks to Hill. Back to Clark. Outside Hill. Clock at 6. Here's the floater.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Well, Jordan covers a ton of ground, moving to the basket well there with purpose.
1:41 left in the third quarter. Here's Clark. He's got 7. Outside Hill. Screen by Cousins. Shot is good, and the Los Angeles leads cut down now to just 12 points with the basket from Hill.
And you'll take that shot.
Oh.
No, that just happened. Well, funny, with most players, it just takes a couple baskets to get going. Griffin right now looking amazing in the spots where he's going to get it most.
That was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Under Armour. Another unleash chaos moment. Right wing. Clark kicks to Cousins. Shoots a fader, and it's blocked by Jordan. Here's Teodosic. 9 points in the game so far. Here's Decker. Misses the 3. We've got 33 seconds left in the third. Holiday dishes to Clark. A quick shot there, and it's off target.
No doubt disappointed with that one. He'd love to have that one back.
Yeah, I'd put that play on repeat. The setup was perfect. Just need a better result next time.
Now here's Hill, the fast break opportunity. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. And it's 6 points for Hill.
How about the speed in the open floor from Solomon Hill? Looked like he was running downhill.
Here's Griffin, and so it's Los Angeles, enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And a moment ago, inside the huddle with head coach Alvin Gentry.
Guys, we got to be more solid, okay? We got to be more solid defensively. Now we got to dig in, we got to guard, okay? And then we got to execute our offense.
A lot of things on that list, trying to refocus his troops. Moments ago, Coach Alvin Gentry.
Yeah, the energy's all right, but the execution definitely could be better with and without the basketball.
And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. Hill is out there with Cunningham. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. Then it's Holiday. And it's Clark in at the 1 spot. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Here's Griffin, and Griffin slams it in.
All hustle there. Griffin throwing himself against the glass. Love that effort.
Here's Clark. He dishes it to Cunningham. Back to Clark. Jacks up a 3. Sinks the three-pointer.
Well, there's a good feel that on the backside something was going to open up, and Cousins saw that.
And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. He's feeling it. DeMarcus Cousins comes up with the rebound. Cousins has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Hill, no good.
The human aspect of basketball. You cannot fault the shot selection. He had a clean look. You just can't make them all.
And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Well, you know what DeAndre Jordan is going to give you. He's going to grab every rebound available out there and block shots defensively. And on offense, you're going to find him around the rim and finishing lobs.
Two shots.
No good on the free throw. And with Jordan, he had a better season, Brent, in 2017 with his free throw shooting.
Well, 50% is a big improvement, but still not good enough. He's a liability out there on the floor late in the games because of the free throw shooting, but another offseason for DeAndre Jordan to address that issue and come back and be better.
And the second free throw, good. Pelicans trail by 12. Right side Holiday. That shot misses. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. They host the 76ers after this game. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Here's Rivers. And again, no good by the Clippers.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Outside Holiday. Miller outside. Shot clock at 6. Holiday, the pass to Cousins. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Took him no time at all on that one. And that's now 6 points for Austin Rivers.
Well, the deep ball accuracy is much more consistent now from Austin Rivers, learning how to be an effective shooter at this level.
Holiday with it. Now guarded by Gallinari. Kicks to Miller. Back to Holiday. Gallinari with the steal. This is to Griffin. Offensive rebound. Beyond the arc. Goes up again. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Miller, and it's Miller with the jam.
Yeah, you got to respect the awareness level of Rondo. When his teammates have a clean look at the basket, the ball gets there without hesitation.
And Beverly kicks to Griffin. Beverly against Rondo. Here's Griffin. Connects on the foul line jumper. Griffin's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And that's where teams have to scramble back to get to Griffin. So consistent from the mid-range.
And Cousins gets it to go.
And I ask you, what can you do? This guy is a phenomenal decision maker.
Beverly against Rondo. They double team Griffin, taken away by Holiday. Oh, and here comes Holiday all alone. Look at that jam.
No way.
I mean, just beautiful.
Well, that's what happens when you play the kind of defense that Drew Holiday gave you on that possession. He let his defense generate his offense.
Beverly dishes to Jordan. Right side, Griffin. Beverly wide open. And it's off from three-point range. Pelicans trail by 11. And it's Rondo in the corner. Screen by Cousins. They grab their own miss. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Griffin draws the double. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Diallo's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. To the right side. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Screen by Cousins. Diallo the pass to Holiday. And another 3 for New Orleans.
He can be just lethal from the perimeter. Even though he didn't get good looks in the first quarter, will that make right there? That could change things.
Here's Griffin. Oh!
Yeah. That's what you come to see there. Blake Griffin sky high on that dunk. The D has to keep him from getting that deep.
New Orleans has gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Rondo with the ball. Miller with a screen on Gallinari. The drive by Rondo. Foul on the play. Basket counts, so it'll be a three-point play chance.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Allen's checked in for Drew Holiday. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Lou Williams is checked in for Rivers. And Rondo, no good on that one. Well, for his whole career, Gallinari has been viewed as a small forward, but Brent, every so often he'll find minutes at the 4, and with the way the NBA is going, I wouldn't be surprised to see him more often there than not.
Well, if he does transition, Kevin, to the 4 spot for Gallinari, the question is, who is it that he's defending on the other side? If it's a quick 4-man that has the same kind of range and can put the ball on the deck, that becomes a tough matchup for Gallinari. But certainly his ability to shoot the ball will provide space for other wing players.
Mind the lanes. One shot.
That's good from Beverly.
And this team will make you pay when they get chances at the free throw line. It's helped them pull ahead here today.
Rondo kicks to Cousins. Good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist. Rondo's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Pass to Griffin. Back to Beverly. Nobody near Williams. Drops in the tray. And the Clippers lead by 10.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
Allen with it, working on Williams. Snatched up.
Well, he's using the force, but in the worst way possible right now. He just needs to dial it back and look to work the ball around the floor to his teammates.
For New Orleans, they've gone 8 of 14 from the floor here in the fourth quarter. That one good for 2. That's 12 points for DeMarcus Cousins.
What a huge boost he's giving them here. 4 or 5 in this fourth quarter has come up big.
Griffin a screen on Rondo. Here's Beverly. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
shots.
That's good from Beverly. That one is no good. Greg, when you watch DeMarcus Cousins play, you can see the beating he takes in the post, can't you?
Yeah, and that's just how it goes with star centers, with the size and activity of Cousins. Just like Shaq in the sense, big bruising centers are hard to officiate. Other players can lay into them and not even make a dent, but anyone else, it would be a foul.
Beverly dishes to Jordan. To the inside, and he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call. Pelicans trail by 9. Rondo kicks to Diallo, and the foul called on Blake Griffin. That's his first foul. Brent, we know the regular season is a grind. We also know that revenue is king. Could you imagine a time when we'd actually have to play more than 82 games?
That's interesting, Kevin, because a lot of the times the argument you've heard over the course of the past 5 or 6 seasons, Kevin, is the opposite of that 65-game schedule. Why not reduce the schedule? Stars playing in every game, less back-to-backs, more time for recovery. So the idea of 82 games being extended beyond that, I don't think that that's in the realm of possibility.
65, 68 games, and they had that shortened season a couple years ago. It was terrific to watch.
It was, and so we'll see if the league does that. But in your question alone, Kevin, you said it. Cash is king. 82 is the number we're going to settle in, I think, for quite some time.
Alexis Ajinça has checked in for the Pelicans.
Gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
That free throw good from Griffin. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. Pelicans trail by 8. And there's Miller, good that time on the assist by Rondo.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Here's Griffin, and the rejection by Cousins.
How about Cousins with some gritty defense there, showing off his intimidating length on that rejection.
Rondo kicks to Allen. Cousins with a screen for Allen. Jumper off the screen, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
Now is not the time to be giving him that kind of shot.
Well, there never really is, but you're right, especially coming down the stretch of a tight game. He's a guy you got to pay much closer attention to defensively.
Excellent use of the screen that time. 30 points for Blake Griffin.
This guy is just shredding the defense right now. He's hitting any shots he's putting up.
Rondo with it, now guarded by Gallinari. And it's Miller in the corner. Miller with another miss.
Well, he got off to a terrific start from the perimeter, but in the second half, he can't seem to build on that early success.
And that's a foul called on Gallinari. That'll be his second foul of the game. Pelicans trail by 7. Miller with a screen on Gallinari. Miller the pass to Cousins. That's in, coming off an assist from Miller. Cousins has got 10 points in the quarter.
Yeah, and Cousins never shy when his team needs a game-changing basket.
And Beverly kicks to Griffin. Outside Jordan. Gallinari attacking. A stupendous finish in traffic. And the Clippers lead by 7. New Orleans has gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Rondo dishes to Miller. Here's Cousins. And that one hits back iron. Los Angeles has gotten 3 of their 6 3-pointers to fall here in the fourth. Williams for 3. Excellent D there from Allen. Well, for New Orleans, shooting 57% in this fourth quarter. And yes, it's good.
And that's what you want in transition, a high percentage opportunity.
The story is true. And here the defense does a very poor job of matching up. Poor decision making there. No idea what he's going for with that kind of pass in that situation.
New Orleans making a switch here. Holiday's checked in. Pelicans trail by 5. Miller with a screen on Williams. Holiday the pass to Miller. They set the pick. Cousins against Jordan. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
The tricks of the big man, DeMarcus Cousins, on display there. Terrific at showing the ball, getting his man to jump out of position, and taking full advantage.
So the first one drops, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. And the Clippers making a switch here. Rivers checked in. Good on both.
A good guy to have on the free throw line when the score is close, and he takes care of business as usual.
Clippers leading by 3. Gallinari with the screen for Beverly. Rivers in the corner. No good with the triple. Pelicans shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. Here's Rondo. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
And Rondo really more creative than given credit. Just has that knack for making defenders have to foul.
He drops the first one, and that brings them within 2 here. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one.
Yeah, being down 2 points instead of 1 thanks to the free throw miss makes getting a stop here absolutely critical.
Now, Gallinari at that size can do a little bit of everything, and I like to see him dishing the rock.
Rondo kicks to Cousins from 11 feet away, and that one is off. So the Clippers will take it the other way. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Knocks down the 3 ball.
And with time becoming a factor, that may do it, guys.
Well, leads are not given. They are earned. Playing with desire and attention to detail all night.
And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, Blake Griffin.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
There must be something about playing in a hostile environment that drives him. He is really fed off that. Dante Cunningham's checked in for Alexis Aginski. From the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey guys, I got a chance to find out what Alvin Gentry talked about with his players. He told them, look guys, we're running out of time. If we're going to make a move, it's got to be now. Are you guys ready to make a move? They all nodded, and he said, then go take it. Kevin?
Thanks, David. And so they foul intentionally.
Gentlemen, 2 shots. Roof shots.
He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6.
Jordan makes his presence felt on both ends of the basketball court. His length is simply incredible.
Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one.
And I'm sure he would like to have had all of those, but he's still able to pad the lead.
The fundamental footwork and boxing out there that allowed him to rip that ball right off the rim.
Shots.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's an 8-point game. Now a timeout called by New Orleans. They're trailing by 8. There's 25 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. There's 25 seconds left in the game. Screen by Cousins. The tray. Pelicans keep it alive. Rondo dishes to Cunningham. Miller kicks to Cunningham. And again, no good by New Orleans. To the middle. Here's Jordan, and the dunk by Jordan.
Running up the score, showing no mercy.
Well, you want to close the door on any type of comeback effort. This has been a vault. Ka-ching.
You're right. So the Clippers winning this one easily. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you very much, Blake. Another good night of work offensively. How does the team build on this?
Just keep that rhythm. You know, we're not always going to hit shots every night. Some nights the shots aren't going to fall. So just keeping that rhythm, keeping the ball moving, talking on defense, and relying on each other.
Congrats on a great win, Blake. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. See you later.